Hello everyone, my name is Angeles Pericon Gutierrez. I'm a law student and I'm currently in my last year of studies. Today I want to talk to you about a topic that has changed the history of law and the life of a million of children around the world. How children went from being object of protections to subject of rights. Let's start. Well, first, children as object of protections. For many years, childhood was not seen as an important part of life. People thought children were just preparing to be adults. They had not rights, and their families made all the decisions for them. Nobody believes children need special protections. They were not given rights like education, healthcare, or living without violence. Under the law, they did not exist. During the Industrial Revolutions, millions of children work in very bad conditions. They spend more than 12 hours a day in factories, breathing dirty air, and using dangerous machines. They could not go to school or get medical care. This system was not only cruel, but it trapped children in poverty and hard work. Without rights, they had no hope for a better future. The doctrine of irregular situation. This concept is very important in this topic because in the early of 20th century, people saw that children needed protection, but they did not give them rights. They introduced the idea of the irregular situation. This idea divides children into different groups: children in danger and children in conflicts with the law. The government only helped in serious cases, so most children had no legal protection and were ignored. For example, a child living on the street was seen as a problem, not as someone who needed help. If they stole food to survive, people didn't ask why they were alone. They were arrested and sent to a reform school. Children had not right to speak or be part of the decisions about their life. Their opinions did not matter, only what adults decide for them. This idea left many children unprotected. It made people treat them like criminals, not as children who need care. A change was necessary, and that change happens when children were finally given rights. Welcome to the change. For many years, children had not rights, and their voices were ignored. They were treated as problems instead of people who need help. But the world started to change, and people realized that children deserved protection and respect. The big change happened in 1989 when the United Nations created the Convention of the Right of the Child. This agreement was a turning point in history because for the first time children were recognized as peoples with rights. This means they were no longer just young people in development who need adult protections. They become individuals with their own voice, with the right to take part in the decisions that affect them, and with laws to protect them. Before the convention, a child suffering from domestic violence had very few options. No one listened to their testimony, and many had to stay with their abuser. After the convention, governments had the duty to protect children, give them a safe place to live, and respect their right to be heard. This change helped not only children but also change laws and society. Today, children have clear rights and the world must make sure they are respected. Today, children's rights are protected by four principles from the Convention on the Right of the Child. The first is life and development. Every child deserves a safe home, food, and care. The second is the participation. Children have the right to express their opinions and be heard. The third is the protection. No child should suffer violence, abuse, or exploitation. And the last is the education and health care. All children must have access to school and medical care. These principles ensure children grow up safely and with dignity. They have improved the life of millions, showing that change is possible, but there is still more to do. We must keep moving forward to ensure that every child everywhere can grow up safe, healthy, and free. Finally, the conclusions. Children's rights are one of the biggest steps in law. Thanks to them, millions of children live safer and have more chances to grow. But the work is not done. Many still have no school, suffer violence, or live in deep poverty. We must keep protecting this right so no child is left behind. I invite you to learn more and support children's rights because if we protect children today, we will have a better world tomorrow. Well, I say goodbye with this phrase. The way we protect our children today defines the future of our society. A child with rights is an adult with opportunities. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.